All right. Hello, my name is Chase Colligan, and I'm an intern with the Oahu League of Youth Soccer Association. And today I'll be interviewing Reise Corpuz, a former Oahu player and Sounders player. How are you doing today, Reise?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, we won't waste too much of your time. We'll get right into it. When did you start playing soccer?
I started playing soccer at the age of 4. It's just a sport my family got me into.
Sure. Okay. Did you play just for fun, or do you play competitively?
I played an ASO, so it was just for fun at first.
Okay. Nice. Do you have any good memories of that playing as a kid?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, playing with friends, scoring a lot of goals. It was nice.
hmm It's always fun playing in the youth leagues. Um, so did you play Oahu for a while?
All my life.
All your life, huh? That's great.
Yeah, yeah,
Would you say it helped to shape your path as a player and help guide you to where
oh,
you are now?
for sure. Yeah. That's when I had the passion. That's when the passion grew, the love grew for the game. So yeah, it meant a lot to me back then. Created good memories.
So you said you started in ASOS, and I assume slowly worked up to club teams and other special soccer leagues, I guess. Could you tell me more about the teams that you've played for growing up?
Including ASO or just club?
A club too.
Um, I played for I played for the same coach pretty much my whole life until I moved. We were Kauai Vipers under Ben Villaflor.
Oh yeah.
Then we changed to Surf,
hmm
and then we changed to he created his own club, Nemesis. And then from there, I moved to Sounders. And then because of Corona, they got rid of our U19 age group, and now I play for Pac Northwest.
Nice. And you also have played for the ODP team for a little bit.
Oh yes, correct. Yes.
Nice. What was that like? What was your experience playing for the ODP team, from the tryouts to the games themselves?
I got to see where I was at as a player at that time. Get to see all the best players from Oahu come and compete. Um, it was good exposure as well for all of us, all Hawaii players, to go out there and represent Hawaii, learn a lot from coaches, different players, and it was a great experience. Learned a lot.
That's good. And what made you want to take your soccer career more professionally and more seriously?
Ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to be a professional soccer player. I always wanted to do more, get better, and in ODP, the Sounder scouts were there, and they were talking to me and my family. So that kind of like sparked something like maybe this could actually happen, and we just moved from there.
Awesome. So you first got your start through ODP.
Yes.
Awesome. Um, so you said you got your start through ODP, and obviously I'm sure that took a lot of work and preparation that went into it. So what are some of the training skills and activities you do to keep yourself in shape and in tune for the season?
So I do a lot of plyometrics, explosive workouts, because as a shorter player, you got to be quick and explosive. Um, I did a lot of ball work growing up with my club. That's all we did, focused on skill. They say skill is our trophy. It's always good to be good with the ball and be one with the ball. So always got to refine those skills and get better. And diet too. Diet plays a big role.
Sure. What's your diet like then?
Lots of proteins, carbs, vegetables, only water. Because for me that works. For others it'll differ. Everybody has different preferences. So
Sure. That's fair. Um, for all of the younger players who are looking to play professionally one day, uh, what is some advice that you could say to help guide them that you wish you knew when you were a kid?
that's hard. You know, just create a love for the game, a love that can't be broken. you know, just love the game, play the game, have fun with the game, always strive to do more. And hard.
Sure. So obviously the love for the game is very important and kind of develops
Yeah.
uh, skills and other passions for you as you go through. Um, for you specifically, are there any players that you look up to help guide your play?
Yeah, there's a player my age who's playing for the first team for the Sounders. His name's Danny Leva. I played with him in ODP at
Mhm.
the regional level, and he's kind of been my target to chase after. We start at the same level,
Mhm.
and he went through the system, and he's where I want to be. So I look up to him. I try to chase him. He's my target. Um, but as other professional soccer players, I like watching Kevin De Bruyne from Manchester City. I like how he breaks lines, how he reads the game, the accuracy of his passes, um, finding open spaces. I think that's a skill that I need to work on.
I won't lie, I did take a look at some of your highlights, and I will say, first off, you're an incredible player. Speed
Thank
is
you.
unmatched, and you find pockets of space very well, I'd say. But one thing I noticed is that you have really good vision. You always seem to be picking out passes very well. Would you say that you would be more of a goal scorer or an assister when it comes to games?
As of right now, I'm more of an assister, trying to do a little bit of both. But assist is just as good as a goal, so works for me.
Lovely, lovely. And I won't hide my affiliation. I am a Manchester United fan, so Kevin De Bruyne is a little bit of a iffy one there, but of course he's a very talented player and a great person to look up to. Um, moving on, in games themselves, let's say you're having a bit of a rough game, maybe you missed a shot, maybe a pass went wild. How do you keep a level head and stay calm in the game to perform well?
You just got to remember that soccer is a game of mistakes. You're always going to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. No one's perfect. So you make a mistake, you learn from it, you know, kind of figure it out, what you did wrong, what you could do better, and just work from there. But a coach told me to, in the beginning of the game, you start making mistakes, start hitting do the little things, like make a 5 yard pass, make a couple of those, a nice one touch pass back, relax, and get your confidence back up.
Right. So work your way back into the game slowly. Steve. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so you are an attacking midfielder as of now. Did you always start as an attacking midfielder?
No, I was a striker.
You started as a striker. Nice.
Yeah, as a striker. Then I moved to defensive midfielder. Then a couple coaches told me I like going forward, so I started playing attacking midfielder, and that's where I stand now.
It seems to be like a good mix. You got the forward capabilities and the midfielder capabilities. Nice.
Total football.
Um, so you also said earlier that one of your friends did Mr. Levi or Levy, Mr. Levy
Levi.
started with
Uh, Danny Leva.
Danny Leva. That's what it
Yeah.
was. You played with him all throughout your as a kid. Would you say that playing in Hawaii and playing in Oahu developed more friendships and more networking and other things for you to, I mean, just have a better connection with someone?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I created lifelong friendships with a lot of my teammates. Even playing for Region 4, met lots of lifelong friends. Still connected and still seeing what they're doing. And it's pretty amazing.
That's awesome. As you are moving forward, you're a senior now looking to progress. What would you say is your next step? What are you looking to do next as a player?
As of right now, I'm trying to commit to a college, trying to get to the next level, and from there, go pro. Yeah,
Well,
still the
so
goal.
far, if I were a coach, I would say that I would put you on my team. I saw some of those highlights.
Thank you.
We'll ask you one more quick question just to finish it off. Since a lot of players are struggling with COVID and not a lot of places to play or things to do. Some of them are deciding to stop playing altogether. So why should kids keep playing soccer?
Because it's a beautiful game, you know. I don't know what else to say. It's the beautiful game, you know. Just keep going. My one piece of advice during this time is just to work your butt off. You know, people are gonna be sitting on the couch, relaxing, you know, not sure, complaining, but this is your time to like step up and get ahead of the game, get ahead of everyone else, you know. So just put in the work, continue, stay consistent, and just focus. You know, you'll come a long way.
Awesome. Well, thank you for taking the time. I know it's brief, but very helpful. And uh, I hope that you do get committed to a college, and I hope you have the best season there. All right.
Thank you, thank you.
I will talk to you in just a moment. And thank you.